desert foxes in Algeria. He gets to join me this evening on this particular edition of Sports Wrap, the special edition of it. Zambia takes on Algeria in the next few minutes at 21 hours, and we get to look at what chances does Zambia have with regards, this particular match. Mabvuto Phiri, good evening. Welcome to Sports Wrap. Looking all Zambian, all geared to win?
That's a mood, my brother. I'm trying to be a bit more patriotic to my country. And I believe today we'll be able to demonstrate the spirit of one Zambia, one nation. And we shall ensure that we gun down the desert folks of Algeria. Yeah.
All right. Joining us as well this evening on this special edition of Sports Wrap is Jacob Mbao, a sports analyst. Jacob, welcome to this edition.
Thank you very much.
Are you also hoping, has your mood changed from the time we discussed this game a few hours ago?
I think I've got a glimpse of the squad, so I'm hoping Zambia pulls an incredible obviously win, and we hope that we come through as winners today.
But you're not giving me the confidence, Mabvuto, especially. You need to show us that is our win. Where are you watching us from? Tell us how you are finding this particular program, but also let us know what your predictions are with Zambia taking on Algeria tonight. Do you think Zambia has what it takes to beat Algeria? All the punters, I want to believe, all those that do sports betting especially, are banking on Zambia, because Zambia has, as of now, around 3.8 odds, meaning it's good money if you are in betting. If Zambia wins, betting has really confused sports in this country and world over, has it not?
Not really. I think it's just a dimension that has beautified the game. We've always like being on a cutting edges of our chairs, but now you have to put it in terms of monetary value. And that's why it is very important. And that, if you saw me in the morning, my mood was dampened. But I've always told people, don't just look at betting. Bars also make money because...
I've said it's confused it, not that in a negative way, but confused it because you can even bet on your opponent just so that you make that cash.
You win something. But yeah, that's where the test of true patriotism is, in terms of... your love for your country, because the people that we've pushed into the pitch today are literally our brothers, are literally our kids, and when they win, the whole country wins, and all of us are in celebration. So I think it has just added another dimension to the beautiful game of football, but also it depends. Don't abuse it too much. If you abuse it, results can have negative effects. And you need to do it with maximum restraint. But I think the biggest winner today should be all of us as Zambians. Whether you've betted or not betted, I think let's go out there and be able to support our team. It has not been an easy journey. We've literally been waiting in terms of when are we qualifying. You are aware, I said, if we miss this one, it might have been in a third time in a row that we failed to qualify to the Africa Cup of Nations. And it has a huge impact in terms of our lifestyle. One, I've always told people, if Zambia qualifies to the Africa Cup of Nations, it comes with a lot of benefits. For the players, of course, they've got an extra income in their pockets, especially the local players. For us that run bars and taverns, of course, when Zambia is playing, everybody is focused on the TV. You've got huge sales. And we see a number of these companies that manufacture beer coming on board to be able to assist with other logistics and a number of things. Also, my brothers and sisters that sell the jerseys at Mandayo, Footbridge, in town, I think equally they've got an extra income, because it also boosts your immune system if you win. Because imagine you haven't had a good day and Zambia wins, at least tomorrow when you get back to the office, you really have something to talk about.
This game reminds me of a very, important game that Zambia did play, Jacob, when we won that, Africa Cup.
Yeah.
It reminds me, the feeling is just as good and as fresh as that feeling. And you get a feeling that this might just be the big day for Zambia.
Yeah, obviously, as I earlier alluded, this game has nothing to do with form. It is actually nothing to do with which team is better. It is more to do with who wants it more. And I think Zambia wants it more. I feel it doesn't matter who plays, but the mindset should just be right with the boys going into this game. They know what's at stake. Obviously, Zambia not qualifying for a third time in a row for Africa Cup of Nations is, for me, I think, disappointing. A level that Zambia has been at, they've been exceptional. The history itself tells a lot. We've actually won the Africa Cup of Nations as well, and missing out for 3 consecutive times, I think that'll be disappointing. So I feel every player, whether a local player, international player, whether playing for Red Bull Schosbeck, playing for a local team like Power Dynamos, they have to go there and knowing from the start, from the get-go, that they just have to win, they have to perform, they have to get a goal. And obviously, I think with Micho, he's a good coach. Obviously, I saw him help Uganda qualify. I saw him when he was with the Orlando Pirates, exceptional coach. He's brought in a lot of good young players that we have come to discover. So I feel Zambia has the confidence. Everyone is out there screaming out the name Zambia, so we have to win. It's Algeria against Zambia. Zimbabwe game obviously comes later, but then we have to concentrate. We have to play with maximum concentration. And obviously, I truly do believe that Zambia will pull through as winners today.
Mabvuto, tonight looks like the night when it is very, very, gratifying for the boys to don that copper jersey and represent.
I think the jersey itself is a reminder that they've got a huge responsibility. When we got it in 20 hours tonight, it simply means all eyes will be on TV, looking at the 11 boys carrying the entire 18 million people on their shoulders with a lot of aspiration. So I think it's a moment to rise to the occasion. It's a moment to be able to define the Zambian spirit, the spirit of never give up. We have to fight to the end. And I believe if we continue fighting to the end, we've been through this stage before. You remember after we won 2012 AFCON, we had to go to Uganda. But we managed to qualify. Special thanks to Kennedy when penalties came. I think it turned up on behalf of Zambia, and we did win. So I think for me, it's a big day for the boys. Greatest Chama, as they call him in Tanzania, Mwamba wa Lusaka. You know what it means? The stone of Lusaka. And the stone of Lusaka today is in the team. You're talking about one of the most happening strikers in the team in terms of Patson Daka. He's breaking the records in Europe. So why fear? And it's on this pitch that he won his maiden AFCON trophy in 2017 when the under-17 won that championship and competition. And you've got also Enoch Mwepu controlling the midfielder. There's also one player with the feeling of having lifted the Africa Cup of Nations, and this is no other than Nathan Sinkala. And he's with this team. If you talk about captain, fantastic. In terms of Kabaso Chongo, he knows what it means to win trophies. He's been at TP Mazembe, and he understands the assignment that has been given to him, and it's good we've seen him back into the team. So, it's just, yeah, yeah. I hope after 23 hours, all of us, it will be a short night. We will need to get back to the office and start thinking, are we going to beat Zimbabwe? Because the summary of it, or the final game, will be Zambia-Zimbabwe. And do you know what it is dubbed? The Battle of the Zambezi. And I'm looking forward to the last game.
You're looking forward to the last game.
Considering that today, whether we like it or not, Algeria are 4. You know, it's a beatable side. We've beaten them before. You remember in the World Cup qualifiers, home and away. I believe the boys have all the troops dug from Atikuchani, Black Mountain. They've dug that copper, and today they will use it to the best of their ability in terms of gunning down the foxes of Algeria.
This night presents a very, various opportunities for Zambia, because it is a night that they can rewrite history, but it is also a night, when they can prove to the nation what Zambia
is made of. Not only to the nation, but to the rest of the continent.
The rest of the continent. Zambia, as we speak, have reached. They are the squad is already at the National Heroes Stadium. The boys are looking fresh and ready for this. We did have a conversation earlier before we, this particular episode. What do you think is going on in the minds of the players right now? Is the song Mabvuto is singing what's going on in their minds?
I don't want anybody to dampen my mood. I'm in the mood, guys.
Actually do think the players are really motivated. As I earlier said, when you're playing national team football or when you're playing country football, it's not about the money. It's more about the pride.
Passion.
You represent 18 million people out there that will be supporting you, and you just have to. You don't have to disappoint. So I think every player has a mindset of winning. They all want to win. I have been looking at Patson Daka, the Enoch Mwepus, the Cletus Chama, the Nathan Sinkala. They've been coming in and saying, we just have to win this game. This particular game, it's like a World Cup final for Zambia. It's a defining moment for Zambia. They just have to win. They have to go out there from the first minute and play with the determination to obviously win. So I think we have to get a goal, hopefully in the first half. That will give us confidence. That will hype us up. We've got the best team for me. I think the front line is exceptional. Patson Daka, Augustine Mulenga. The midfield is brilliant. You got Nathan Sinkala, Enoch Mwepu. Defense is also brilliant. You got Adrian Chama. Obviously, so you look at the two brothers that will be in the team. As he actually alluded to as well, Kabaso Chongo has been exceptional for TP Mazembe. He's playing CAF Champions League football, so he's got enough experience. We've got a mixed brand of experienced players and young players that are coming in with so much energy. And Enoch Mwepu, talk about Enoch Mwepu. Every place in Europe it's a name that is known rather. He's been assisting. He's got 5 assists obviously. Patson Daka has got 20 goals in his last 17 games. Cletus Chama has been scoring goals. We've got a bench that is exceptional. We've got Larry Warrior that is currently playing for Simba, that has been pulling in some strings and playing some good football as well. So we've got a team that I think can not just conquer Algeria today, but can conquer Africa as well. Hopefully, I'm so hopeful that Zambia gets to qualify. And I just truly do think that this win today will be something that will bring in
beginning of better things to come.
Bring in a lot of good things and better things, as you said. So I think we just have to be passionate, optimistic, and be enthusiastic about this particular game. Go out there with so much passion and so much
enthusiasm,
energy, and obviously
Mabvuto,
we're going to get a victory.
This particular game is different, and it's different in the sense that it is a COVID-19. Would the should it have been that we didn't have COVID-19 and fans were allowed to play, would that factor have played a huge role? And how significant is the missing
where they're playing? I think for me is very significant. You are aware, just beneath the Heroes there's the old Independence Stadium, and adjacent to that there's a burial place where our team that died in 1993 is buried. So we might not be in the stadium, but we actually, and I'm here. I'm literally in the stadium, and I'm with them in spirit. But what is key is that they should realize that jersey is not just a simple jersey. Others have died before in search of this glory, in search of this victory, in search of everything that defines Zambia. And for them, this could be an opportunity to be able to cement our position on the African continent, that we are just not a mere team that is a mere participant, but we are literally a competitor when it comes to African football. Without doubt, numbers don't lie. We do have players also playing in Europe. We also do have players that play football in Africa at the highest level, and here they are. We've been calling for some of these names as soccer fans. This is the only way they will be able to honor us in terms of saying, guys, players like Nathan Sinkala, I'm hoping he'll give in his best, more than 100%. It should be 150%, because we had called in for experience to be able to help. Because what we've called is the best in terms of Zambia's refined talent at this stage so far. So I'm expecting a lot, and I'm not worried that we are not in the stadium. Patron of the Football Association of Zambia, equally maybe President Lungu is watching, and I hope this win will be able to consolidate our unity, our difference our differences in terms of coming together as one people. Because when that referee blows the whistle and the game starts, you know, it would not be about political party. It will not be about Mabvuto. It will be about the pride of Zambia. All of us will have to sit and cheer the boys on. And I can assure you, immediately Zambia scores, you hear noise across the country. And imagine the people of Mshakende, the people of Chimwemwe, the people of Livingstone, the people of Wamgubudu, all of us shouting together. I think the boys will feel that spirit of one Zambia, one nation, Chipolopolo forever. We are not to call Chipolopolo for nothing, Baba. We shall show those guys.
Zambia and Algeria have faced each other 15 times. Algeria has won 8 times in that period. Then also Zambia 4, 3 has resulted into a draw. With these statistics, what do you think, do you think we have enough to add on to our wins to 5?
Yeah, obviously I think we have a lot. We have a lot when it comes to team depth. We have a good side, obviously. As I earlier alluded to say, when you look at the recent form, probably the last 3 games, I think Zambia has come through as winners twice. Algeria has come through winners once when we were stand by 5-0 back in Algeria. That was the first leg of the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. So for me, I think Zambia, I just have that feeling. Zambia has this, the mood around is just so incredible. You know, as you earlier said, this game is like that of the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations final, because we were taking on Ivory Coast, but we didn't have no fear. We knew that we would come through as winners. We were taking on Ghana. We went out there and beat Ghana. So I think the motivation is the same. We know what's at stake. The players in the dressing room know what's at stake. They know that if they sleep, if any mistake is made, then it's going to cost them. It's only 90 minutes, 90 good minutes, and it's either we win or we lose. But obviously, if we put in some maximum effort, we're going to obviously win. And when it comes to the fans, I feel that has got a little bit of an impact. Obviously, a 12th man, as they call a fan, you would love your names being screamed out in the stands, but it's quite unfortunate. The COVID-19 has taken away that excitement from fans and supporters. But I feel, firstly, that shouldn't be a reason or an excuse for anything. So we're out here, we're united, and we're obviously going to support Zambia to the last whistle. But the key is get a goal. Let Zambia get a goal. For me, I think first 10 minutes, put so much pressure on Algeria, get a goal, that will settle Zambia. And for me, if we manage to get a goal in the first half, I think I will put my heart at rest and obviously know that Zambia is obviously going to win this particular game. So that is what is at stake. And I actually do believe the stats obviously favor Algeria. As you said, Algeria have come through winners 8 times, and Zambia 4 times. Three games have come through as draws. The stats obviously don't favor us, but football is no longer played on paper now. We've seen big games. We've seen big teams been stand. You look at teams like Comoros today managed to qualify. You look at teams like Gambia playing some good football. So football has totally changed, and you don't bet on paper because Madrid, because Barcelona, or because no, football is different. You look at the particular game, and this is national team football, so it's way different. I actually do believe, I've got a strong feeling that Zambia will come through as winners. They've got the energy, they've got the passion, they've got the zeal, and the air around is just obviously so massive. With supporters like him, obviously, we are obviously going to win.
Zimbabwe, as we started the show, was leading by a goal to nil.
We are not worried about that. We are focused.
We're focused on Algeria.
You see, what is key is focus. You don't need the... Yes.
You should know.
Whether they win, we don't care. Whoever wins in that
You should
fixture.
know that Zambia is...
We are not worried.
Is playing Algeria.
You see, like this game will turn our fortunes. Once we win this game, Zimbabwe, whether they win today or they don't win, they should know we shall qualify at their expense. We are the best in the region. You remember last time we beat them in COSAFA final. So we've always been the best. Apart from South Africa, we are the only ones that have won the Africa Cup of Nations. So we are not a pushover. Even with these statistics, I believe the boys will be able to deliver. Yes.
Coach Mitchell was asked a question as to what he thinks now that Zambia...
It's an emotional period. I forgive you. I don't want to focus on negative energy.
I'm not going to the negative energy.
Yeah.
When he was asked a question...
I'm focused on victory
when he was
today.
asked a question...
I need to make it clear to you.
Listen. When he was asked a question, what is the motivation as Zambia takes on the reigning
champions of Africa.
He said he's not afraid because he feels he's carrying millions of Zambians' dreams.
Not only Zambians. You see, because when you're playing the champions of Africa, everybody's watching. What is this Zambia? And this could be our opportunity to be able to show to the rest of the world that we're not just pushing.
He said there's no room to disappoint.
Yeah, there's no room to disappoint. And even him as a coach, this is an opportunity for him to be able to redeem himself. Our performance, I think, even when we went to Chan, now we've got an opportunity in terms of AFCON. We've literally been carrying calculators in our hands. But I think today we're not going to do it. So like I've said, this is a do or die. It will help in terms of the coach defining himself, also the players defining themselves, whether truly, but because don't forget, very soon after these AFCON qualifiers, we'll be talking about the World Cup qualifiers.
Yes.
And we've not won games at home. In terms of the Zimbabwe game we lost, went to Botswana, lost. But this is an opportunity for us to be able to show that we can beat even a team calling them the best in Africa. It was just their time and their chance. And chance happens to all when opportunity meets.
We have about 27 minutes before the kickoff. And also, if you're watching Muvi television and on the Muvi TV decoder, be made aware that this game is going to be beamed live on the bouquet. So just make sure that you're tuned into, the Muvi TV decoder, and you're going to watch this game on one of the channels that exist on the Muvi TV decoder, ZNBC. So we're going to be showing that game live, and you need to make sure that you are tuned into Muvi TV. Mabvuto, Jacob, is this the team that finally gets to prove it? This is a team that has a mix of the old
and the new.
Yeah. Is this the team, finally?
I think for me, I don't have any complaints with Micho. I don't have any plus or minus. I think that the team is exceptional. I don't see anyone who would complain. What would you complain over a team? This is what we have, and I think we have the best. I actually do believe that this team has got the vibe to and the energy to conquer Africa. So I actually do believe. I think Micho has had a mix in his team selection. Probably I might call it inconsistent, but for me, I think now he's proven that obviously this is a best team that you would ever want to get. Obviously, you got Nathan Sinkala, you got Patton Daka, you got Luka Banda, you got obviously Gampani, Johnson Lungu, Jones Lungu. So this is a team that is able obviously to conquer Africa. We've got pace in this team, creativity. You're looking for pace, get Patton Daka. You're looking for creativity, get Enoch Mwempo. You're looking for physicality, get Kabaso Chongo. So we've got a blend of players that are really exceptional. I think for me, we have the best team to conquer not just Algeria, but to conquer Africa as well. So as we get to qualify to the Africa Cup of Nations, as I am so much optimistic that we are obviously going to qualify for Africa Cup of Nations, I truly do believe that we will conquer Africa and get our second Africa Cup of Nations. But far from that, obviously, we're talking about Algeria, us taking on Algeria. I actually do believe that he summoned the best squad, the best defense, the best midfield. Unfortunate for Fashion Sakala, won't be able to play. You look at likes of Ivan Skango, who's currently playing for Arsenal Toulouse in Russia, won't be playing. So I think Kingsley Kangwa Jr. as well won't be playing, not in the squad. Sutherland Phiri was dropped out of the squad. So I think for me, yeah, we've got the best squad. So despite these players that are not available, but for me, I think we've got the best squad, and we'll surely get the victory.
You gotta love Mabvuto, and you know, his excitement and enthusiasm as you know, we wait this
Said
game.
when you think Zambia can't win, that's when they win.
That's when they win.
That we can
I would
bet.
want to get the Zambian you know, music playing as we have this conversation. So let's have a look at this video. On the other side, we get to look at Algeria and their prospects. We know that Algeria just needs a point for them to qualify in this particular group. So let's have a look at this video. Then on the other side, we continue with this, you know, countdown.
Lord House.
Bola yabakhulu kulibe kampombwa monga batipisha pa nyumba tingolonga timachita city kamba monga ponga liwewe uvela chizwezwe tikapona ufuna tipisa tasokolo kama pulano yao tayapongoshola polani yatu takontolola iwe Zambia ni hama ndiwe korola tachoka kumbuyo tajombolola watenga chikombe tapokoshola siya palelo chanongo mukata wina na mensa mwafyokolola
Say goodbye to Hollywood. That's a nyimbo ni few. Dine Rambo. You say my champions. Tuwena na manja mujumba. Bevin even pombo. Isende sefi kumba. Siku ponja siku zimbila. Tuswagi twauni chonyingelela. Java ise ya tukichokela. Kulivumu ya mavumu nko. Ingo donya pamine tapita. Bago doba pamine titila niseba na bamolongo pamine tinge na mahala bebe balipi.
Mashallah, oi, toy, you an action figure, sorry. You sitting on a dream, as for me, though I'm sitting on a number, yamene igonga zero. You plot your war, but I'm a angler, skilling no faka stamina. You gon' receive no lamia. Lizani whistle, time is up. This is the game for champions. We go by the name Zambia. We gonna wash you out clean, monga sopo yo sambila.
So full of passion, our hearts are tattooed champions, ever having victory whenever we be battling. Heart of a warrior, that's why we always going hard. No one can be stopping us, cause we are more than conquerors. Heart of a warrior, that's why we always going hard. No one can be stopping us, cause we are more than conquerors.
Watching this countdown to the Zambia-Algeria match that is on in the next few minutes. You can predict the scores by calling in the number 076-425-0055, or if you're watching us via our online platform, you can drop a message or a comment, and we'll be able to read and share what your thoughts are at this particular time. Gentlemen, we look at Algeria. Mabvuto, Algeria need only a point for them to qualify. How big is this game, especially that they're coming to it without some of their best players, some out due to COVID-19?
Of course, equally like us, they want to fight for patriotism. They want to fight for national heritage. They want to fight for everything. And of course, they've gone about 22 games unbeaten. They would want to keep that record going. So everything is at stake today as FA Zambia, because they've got pride to be able to protect. They also have to justify themselves. 3/4 of that team are professional players. You can count from the goalkeeper to the last guy on the team. So I think for me, it's a crash of the Titans. And we'll be able to see equally what they are made of. But Zambia is here to win. Yeah.
Algeria's prospects in this particular game, do they scare us?
Obviously, when you look at stats, I feel Algeria have got a bigger chance of winning. That is when you look at the stats. Algeria are coming into this game not as walkovers. They're coming into this game obviously to win. They are missing key players, Riyad Mahrez. Those are influential and exceptional players. But I think Algeria have the energy. They have the motivation. Obviously, they haven't lost a game in a couple of matches they have played. They're Africa's best, top in the African rankings, the best teams in Africa. They have the energy, but I actually do believe that Zambia is going out to win as well. They want to win, and Zambia wants it more. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I actually do believe that Zambia will come through as winners. But we shouldn't take that for granted. We shouldn't take it for granted that Algeria have already qualified for, and they only need a point. So we can take it lightly. I feel we have to go out there and play at our very best. Algeria's prospects, I feel, they don't stand a chance. They don't stand a chance to beat.
They don't stand a chance to beat Zambia.
They don't stand a chance to beat Zambia. I feel the least they can get is a draw. Yeah, and I would call it a hard-in draw. But with Zambia's performance, exceptional quality of players that they have, I actually do believe that Zambia will come through as winners.
You guys are too confident. Is it not scary that you're overconfident getting into this match?
No, I'm not.
You just want to be positive?
Yes. I'm focused on this victory. We've been waiting for too long. They don't have to figure.
Let's look at our squad depth and what it presents, starting from the goal. Who do you think is the minder that could carry, of the three that Coach Mitchell did pick, have they all earned themselves a position in that particular goal?
I actually do think that the three goalkeepers that are available for Zambia, I think they're the best that we have currently. Obviously, Kennedy Mwene, he issued a statement that he'll be coming through for international games unless the FIFA's wrangles are settled. But yeah, we're looking at a transition now. I feel Kennedy Mwene is exceptional goalkeeper, but we're looking at the future now. Nothing to take away from him as the best goalkeeper. He's got good history, but you look at the goalkeepers that we have. We've got Alan, we've got Lamek Siame, and we've got as well the South African Cyril Chua, who's currently playing for Polokwane City in the first division of the South African League. So I truly do believe. I think for me, I would fancy Cyril to start in goal. He's versatile. He's good. He's big as well. I saw him against his first national team call-up, playing in Africa Cup of Nations against at home against Zimbabwe. We lost, unfortunately, but he was commanding the defense. He had that voice. So I think for me, when it comes to the goalkeeping department, I would fancy Ciro to obviously start. And yeah, I think the goalkeeping department is brilliant. It's exceptional, and I actually do believe that he'll pull through and he won't concede any goal.
Mabvuto, do you share with that sentiment?
Yeah, of course. I've got great respect for him. When it came to nationality, he had to choose Zambia over South Africa. So he understands in terms of the gravity of the responsibility that has been bestowed upon him. And I'm hoping going forward, we should be able to build consistency in goal. He's delivered before. He's got height, ball distribution. He's been good. Mostly, if you look at local goalkeepers that we've had, starting the ball from the goal, it's difficult for them. But with him, ball distribution is good. Visibility is equally good. So a number of benefits that we're getting from him, and I'm hoping that today he'll be able to get to the party. He needs to enjoy the game and cement his authority at the back. You are aware he's the last man of defense after the number 5. So literally all our lives are in his hands, and we hope that he'll be able to protect our lives for today.
Is our defense looking like one that can handle the Algerian pressure?
Yes, we've got a defense that can handle that pressure with a lot of experience in Adrian Chama. You've got Luka Lungu. I wondered for many years that he was not called to the national team. He's literally been at the heart of and the center, and the reason why today NAPSA is playing African football, because he's been the number 5. I think in terms of height, the North Africans, of course, they'll be coming with height, and they're good in terms of aerial balls, and with him at the back, I think I'm confident, and I believe that he'll be able to perform to the best of his ability. We've already spoken about Kabaso Chongo, captain, fantastic. I hope equally he'll be able to command his troops in terms of set balls, aerial balls, and I'm optimistic equally he'll be able to deliver to the expectations of the people. Kamin Gambani, Benson Sakala, Commando, I think he's done a fantastic job at Power Dynamos. So a lot of talent in that team. Going up, we've got Nathan. I think Nathan did demonstrate wholeheartedly. He's a player that made Yaya Toure at the peak of his career to be substituted in that fine in 2012. And when after the match he was asked, do you know Nathan? He always remembers that name because he made sure that he was out of that game. So a lot of talent in that team. You remember the last beauty goal that August Mulenga scored against Algeria. So I'm seeing a lot of talent in that team. Sadly, the referee robbed us when we went to Nigeria for the final game. When he scored, the goal was ruled outside. But I think we've got a great team at our disposal, and I'm expecting that it will be able to deliver to the expectations of the Zambian people. Not forgetting the most happening player in Europe, who every one of us has been speculating in terms of what his next destination is. You are aware at one time Tottenham was calling, but his manager said, you need to get a lot of exposure, you need to build stability and consistency. By the time you break into the English league, you are a player that everybody will be talking about, and this is no other than Patson Mwepu. In terms of Patson Daka, Mwepu equally, I think in terms of distance covered in midfield, I think he's the best. If you looked at his ball distribution, even the last game we played against Botswana, it took things personal in terms of wanting to deliver for Zambia, but unfortunately we didn't get that victory. And I'm hoping that with what they've done at their club, they would also want to replicate that form on behalf of Zambia.
Well, predictions have already started coming in. So go Zambia, go. I think Zambia will win it and win by 2-0. My name is Collins Chinyumbe. I'm from Lukulu. All right, please do keep on sending those predictions as well. You can call the number 0764250055 as we get to that particular start of the game, and let us know what your prediction is. I'm going to be getting to your predictions. I know you're predicting Zambia will win, but I want to know by how many.
I don't mind.
If
there was half a goal, I'd have said let it be half of a goal. What I'm focused on is victory for Zambia. But 2-0 would only be a bad idea, because maybe in the last game it could end up neck to neck. You never know, and people look at goal difference. So it would be nice if we have an opportunity to score more goals. It would also be nice to revenge in terms of the 5 goals that were scored against us. Yeah.
Jacob, I want you to look at the midfield. With Triple C coming in and with his form, in Tanzania, what do you think he brings to the table?
I think he brings depth, creativity, and he's been an inspired form for Simba. Currently playing one of the best, for me, one of the best games he actually played against Al Ahly, and he was so exceptional in that particular game that I got to watch. So I feel Cletus Chota Chama, he's got that versatility, that brilliance. He's a player that can come through and obviously create wonders for you even when you're a goal down, even when you're leading. He's a player that obviously you can actually rely on and depend on. Honestly, I feel Simba is not a small club. It's one of the biggest clubs in Africa, and they rely on a player like Cletus Chota Chama. So I truly do believe that Zambia's midfield, if you had to classify it in a car, it's a Ferrari. It's exceptional. It's brilliant. It's mouth-watering. You look at Enoch Mwepu. Obviously, I truly do believe that would be the starting lineup. Enoch Mwepu, Enoch Mwepu, Cletus Chota Chama, and obviously Nathan Sinkala rather anchoring the 6. You look at Enoch Mwepu being the creative player, so probably he's going to have twin 8 that will see Enoch Mwepu play alongside Cletus Chota Chama in creativity, and obviously supply balls to Patson Daka. So I actually do believe it's a team to reckon with. It's a force that obviously will conquer not just Algeria, not just Zimbabwe, but obviously Africa as well. So we have to go out there knowing fully well that we only have 94 minutes to get our victory. Let's get a goal in the first half. Let's keep on pressing. Let's keep on passing Patson Daka. His conversion rate is exceptional. He's been scoring in goals. Not forgetting Augustine Lenga. Obviously, he's been playing some good football. He's currently playing for Amazulu after leaving. Obviously, his contract was terminated with Orlando Pirates. He's been playing some good football. He's currently leading when it comes to assists in the South African Premier League. He's currently with 5 assists in 8 games. Amazulu is obviously led by Ben McCarthy. So I felt he's got that pace in him. We saw him when he was at Zanaco. He was exceptional, brilliant player. And I actually do believe that it will be an exceptional game.
We can see pictures, that are coming to us live from the National Heroes Stadium. And, in these pictures, you can see the various officials from the Football Association of Zambia and, the Algerian technical team, the Algerian, technical team as well represented there. We're going to be looking at, this particular game as these, pictures come to us live, courtesy of ZNBC. What do you think is going to be the score line come, the 90th minute?
I think this past 1 hour I've been more enthusiastic about Sunday.
Is it because of Mabvuto's noise?
I think it's given me the energy to obviously. So I actually do believe, even as Zambia gets to walk through, I actually do believe that Zambia will come through as winners. I will place it on Zambia by 2-1. Yeah, but I don't obviously see a lot of goals in this game, but I would place it on Zambia by 2-1.
By 2-1. Mabvuto, what is your prediction?
There's half a goal. Let it be. What is key is
it should be Zambia's
getting
way.
the victory.
There's a prediction here. Zambia 1, Algeria 0. It has no name. It seems everyone is rallying behind, Zambia. You can see, the boys walking from the dugout onto the pitch with a lot of, enthusiasm, especially that they know that they're playing from home and that they have millions of Zambians supporting them and cheering them on as this game, comes to
That's our
start.
team now coming.
Zambia 1, Algeria 0 is the prediction that keeps coming on, on this particular phone. But gentlemen, we have about 5 minutes before we can officially, hand over and follow through the game as Zambia is playing. What do you think tactically Zambia should do to make sure that they win the game? Should they start off quick and score, then sit back?
We have to be careful because, the Arabs with counterattacks, they could be dangerous. So we have to be careful. We need to show a bit of maturity, even as we go up. But I know the coach seems to have a good plan for us.
Yeah, I actually do think the best form of defense is attack. The best way to go into this game, I actually do think Zambia should be more versatile. They should show more anger, and I think if they can come through with a goal in the first 20-30 minutes, or in the first half, lead by 1 goal to 0, we should be able to take control of the game. Obviously, with the midfield, I think Nathan Sinkala, Enoch Mabvuto, obviously, as you can see him, obviously, with so much energy and passion, he's geared up to play. I think they have that, and they are able to hold on. Zambia able to hold on to Algeria if they score 1 goal to 0. I actually do think Zambia has that capacity to hold on to Algeria. So, tactically, I truly do believe that Mitchell should go out with all attack, but be mindful that they shouldn't sleep up, and be mindful that obviously they need to get a goal in the first half, and that will really help us. Look at Kawasu Chongo. He looks optimistic. He's the captain. He looks with so much energy, so much versatility. You look at obviously the two brothers, Cletus Chote Chama and Adrian Chama as well in the squad. So the squad looks beautiful. It looks brilliant. It looks exceptional. The goalkeeper as well, as I earlier predicted, Sirio has actually started the Polokwane FC goalkeeper. So I think it'll be a very good game, nice game to watch, a game that you would watch with some popcorns over and some nice juice. Truly do believe that Zambia will get the victory.
Mabvuto, we have about a minute to,
It's time to go. I need to go and get my seat and watch the game. Yeah. I'm becoming nervous. The closer we get into the game, I hope I'll be able to cool down.
All right, viewers, thank you very much for having stayed with us. This last prediction is coming from Lamek Sakala in Petaoke, Eastern Province, who is saying that Zambia will win this game by 1 goal to 0. We wish the lads the best of luck. We leave you with this song as, we prepare. This game is live on ZNBC. If you have a Muvi TV decoder, just switch to ZNBC. It's going to be live on that platform. Thank you very much, and good evening.
Spectators been in the stands, but that is not the case this time around. So then a bit of a hold up here, even as the match commission is probably just making sure that everything is in place before we get started here. And referee Ali Muhammad Adelite from Comoro Islands being the man in charge of the business. Kabaso Chongo, Enoch Mwepu, Sirio Chama, Luka Banda, Benson Sakala, Patson Daka, Gampani Jones Lungu, Adrian Chama, Augustine Ogamlenga, Cletus Chota Chama, and Nathan Sinkala, the AFCON 2012 winning midfielder, back in the Zambian fold. So the two teams now coming out, led by the match officials, and of course, you can imagine how the tension is right now, even as we get closer to kickoff.